5 speed, you can actually hear an old, creepy guy singing this song. I'm
I made my entire office jealous after they forgot to include me in the
Poor people who dated somebody rich? What did you learn? My ex-wife had a grandfather who was a billionaire. When we would go to their house for holidays, it was like being on another planet. All of the different family members would try to get just a moment with the king and kissed ass as much as possible. I didn't like the idea of this, so I just spent my time down in the main room playing with my kids. Next year again at Christmas, he seemed to like me, and a week later I got a call from him asking what he could do for my family. I told him I didn't need any of his money, but all I want is for my kids to know their great-grandfather. Later that year, he showed up at our house unexpectedly and spent the whole day telling my kids and I stories about when he was a kid growing up. He was truly an amazing guy for what he had gone through. I did eventually let him talk me into setting up a trust fund for my kids' college to be paid for. A few months later, he told me that out of all of his close relatives, he appreciated me the most because I was the only one who never asked for anything other than for him to just be himself. Poor people who dated somebody rich?
What's the most ignorant thing someone has said to you? I was sitting at the food court in Hong Kong airport, just trying to enjoy some noodles after a long flight. I'm halfway through my third bowl when I start noticing this woman sitting next to me staring a little too much. At first I brush it off, thinking maybe she's just tired or distracted by the screens around us. But then she leans in closer, and I hear her whisper to her husband, "Typical Chinese, eating like pigs, probably doesn't even speak English." I'm not sure what I was expecting, but that wasn't it. I keep eating, trying not to react, but she's still looking over. A minute later, I hear her say to him, "I bet he wouldn't even understand us. What if we just dump something in his food? He wouldn't even know." That's when I decided I had enough. I turned to her, stared her down, and said, "Don't touch my food. If you do, I'll call security." Her face went white. She just froze, probably expecting I wouldn't say anything. But before she could even reply, her daughter, no older than 7, looks up, squints her eyes, and starts mocking me. She pulls her eyes wide open and starts giggling, chanting, "Ching chong, ching chong." And get this, the mother doesn't stop her. She actually laughs along. I stood up, looked the woman straight in the eye, and said, "I've been living in the US my whole life. I study there. So, let me make this clear. You're not just ignorant, you're pathetic." Her face turned bright red. She grabbed her daughter's hand, and without a word, they just bolted out of the food court. What's the most ignorant thing someone has said to you? I was sitting at the food court in Hong Kong airport.
Story time. She had no clue she was about to run into a bridge that was nowhere near.
What'd you say?
Story time. They were having a lovely time, and then all of a sudden a duck flew above them, and it was beautiful and majestic. Story time. The man was about to step on a snake! On a snake! But he missed it. Story time. One of these men forgot to check their flies. That man was me. These 3 were fine. Story time. In every group of friends, there's the dumb one.
Really?
Story time. She only had one plan for this new year. World domination. Story time. She had no clue.
I made my entire office jealous after they forgot to include me in the group lunch order again. I've been dealing with a petty issue at my office. Every Wednesday, someone collects orders for a local pizza place that doesn't deliver. They make amazing wood-fired pizzas with fresh ingredients, but there's a catch, a 5 pizza minimum for takeout. For the past 3 months, I've been forgotten during the order process. It started when I had to change my lunch hour to 1 p.m. due to project meetings. I always put my order in the shared spreadsheet, but every week they somehow didn't see my entry or it was too late by the time I added it. The kicker, I sit right next to Kevin, who collects money and places the order. He has to physically turn his back to avoid seeing me. Last Wednesday, I heard them planning the order and saw Kevin collect the money. Yet when the food arrived, no pizza for me. Kevin's excuse? "Oh, sorry, must have missed your name again." So I decided to be petty. I called the pizza place, explained the situation, and asked if I could place a single order. The owner agreed. When everyone's pizza arrived, I walked in with a special pizza I had made. Truffle oil, prosciutto, buffalo mozzarella. The office smelled it immediately. People asked where I got it, and I said, "I have an arrangement with the owner now." By the way, he says, "Hi, Kevin." Now half the office is mad that I went behind their backs for special treatment, and the other half is mad at Kevin for excluding me. Kevin's especially angry because some people want him removed as the order coordinator. My pizza was amazing, but now there's tension. 3 people have already asked for my pizza connection. I made my entire office jealous after they forgot